More than expected, more than expected.
So guys, I got an excellent recent NIO CEO interview that you must watch. It has so much insight about what's going on with the company, how orders are exploding, the customer base, how everything is going so damn well. But first, check this out. This is a modded ET5T at the Hefei Auto Show right now. One of my subscribers, you guys wanted to see this up close, and here it is. Would you buy one of these cars? I'm telling you, here in China, ET5T modding culture has really taken off. It is irresistible for boys to buy ET5T, and girls, they love to buy the ET5. And boys, they mod the heck out of those ET5Ts, and you get cars like that. It just looks so damn well, okay? So let's go into the interview. It is translated by AI. It is owned by this other content creator here in China, so I'm gonna give him credit for that. And there's some things that might be lost in translation. I'll do a little bit of an explainer at the end of the clips, but let's go check out the clips first.
I see that Ladao L60 has been selling very well recently. Has it exceeded your expectations? More than expected, more than expected. This shows that my expectations are a little lower because after all, the market is already very intense right from this. L60 listed from Ladao, brand 515 released to 929. The listing of our L60 was reached by the 928th and we started deliveries. I think the whole thing is still a success. Actually, because it's a brand new after all, and it's a whole new price range, then it's a whole new area of competition. In fact, it is still not easy because now there are also a lot of domestic brands, how to let users know very accurately what the brand is doing. What is the design philosophy of this car? What are the advantages of its products? In fact, it is still not easy. What do you think is the reason why the L60 has such a quantity this time? Or such a large audience share? Because I had a chat with a friend on the video account for a while ago. At that time, the music was launched. At that time, there were 10 million factories. Basically, this factory should be in all new press conferences. Of course, it is a very high factory. So at that time, it was predicted that the L60 would sell well, I think about a few things. The first affirmation is still everyone's vision for the future in technological innovation, in R&D investment, in this aspect of the network of charging and swapping infrastructure investment. In fact, the entire industry includes users, including consumers. In fact, they are all looking at it. They are all meet. Ladao came out this time. It also uses our latest technology, began to enter a mainstream, such a home market. That's just within the budget of a lot of people. The second one is to talk about, I think it's also very important, it's that we know very well who this car is for. L60, this car, it's really defined around the value formula of our family car. It's really from the player joy. There is a way for the player into 6 factors of this kind of player joy. And then from the cost factor of being a good housekeeper. For example, space, for example, comfortable, for example, a large freezer, for example, this stove can be replaced. In many ways, it happens to be able to fight the Communist Party. So this car is really for the family market to define a mid-size SUV. The third one is to talk about on the entire spread, we still do something more realistic. We are more down to earth. For example, we compare to Model Y, above board ratio, compare data with actual things. I feel like we're the one like that. The future of the whole company is such a style. I think there may be a lot of consumers who are more recognized. Yes, in addition to the impact of your IP, be happy with the Iron City. It should have little to do with our IP. This is mainly Ticheng and Tsinghua are particularly close. You see, Tsinghua, he drove more than 20,300 kilometers by himself. Then it was open for 36 days, run 20 provinces and cities, more than 20,000 kilometers to measure. In fact, everyone is also seeing it. I feel that it will take time to see people's hearts. In fact, family with a car, in fact, it is the same as owning yourself and getting along. The family gets along the same. I think that's really the case. Another critical point, I think, is BUS. Does bus play a crucial role in Ladao's entire system? About 80% of our car users now choose the battery leasing mode. What does this mean? It clearly shows that everyone recognizes the benefits of battery leasing. Because we have this battery leasing option for car buyers, we can offer all cars in the 150,000 to 250,000, range like oil-powered cars at 167,000, or models like Tuguan, Lafuma, or CRV, or electric cars around 200,000 like Model Y, right? Or Zhengcheng, all cars from 150,000 to 250,000, all users buying in this range. They have a way to look at this matter. For example, gas car users see a 150,000 car with no purchase tax. Then monthly, with discounts, it's $480 for battery rental. That's about the cost of one tank of gas. Users find this very cost effective. No need to worry about battery degradation, no need to worry about future battery lifespan. So why not do this? For EVs, it's another option at $206,900, right? Users actually have this in mind. These 8 points are crucial weapons in this battle. Its impact is even greater in this price range because in the 150,000 to 250,000 range, especially the 150,000 to 200,000 range, there are mid-size SUVs selling over 100,000 units monthly. So when we offer bus, users can easily do the math. So Ladao should be able to promote the bus service. This special product can catch on. I think it helps more users understand. It aligns with users' interests. If consumers are very savvy, you'll see this matter has high adoption rates. Like in Europe, it's 95%. Europe is better. Europe is Europe. Our users, 95% of users buy battery leasing. Maybe from a consumer perspective, they want to understand it more clearly, but Chinese users will also become more mature. Hope R6 continues to sell well. All right, let's work hard.
So after watching those clips in Chinese, some of the things that were lost in translation, during the Envo launch event, there were actually over 10 million viewers watching the event live. So that shows the amount of attention that this brand has been getting and the interest around the Envo L60. Now, the CEO has also just confirmed that, of course, orders are way above expectations. And it is the fact that this car, for the first time ever, offers everything that a family customer would want. So here in China, a lot of the best-selling cars, all right, new energy vehicles like EREVs and etc., they offer good appliances, all right? It's known for a sofa, TV, and fridge. So since customers want that, why don't we offer that to the customers and do it to the best that we can? Offer them the best that we have. So, of course, with a TV screen, the screen on the Envo L60 is like 16% larger than the screen on the Model Y. So you got a bigger screen, and then you got more comfortable seats, all right, compared to the Model Y. And of course, you have the biggest freezer slash fridge that you can find in any single SUV vehicle out there in the world. So you're giving everything that a customer wants, but to the max. So of course, people are going to buy that car. And of course, part of the success that they're having is because of BaaS policy, right? Renting the battery instead of buying it. It really also convinces a lot of gasoline customers in the 150K to 200K RMB range to buy this car because they look at it, no purchase tax, and of course, the cost of monthly payments is equivalent to paying for a tank of gas. So he said about 480 RMB per month, which is roughly about like 50, 60, 70 US dollars per month. Yeah, I mean, 70 US dollars per month to rent a battery, and then you can buy the Envo L60 for around 20,000 US dollars. Like, hell yeah, that's super cheap. Of course, people would pull the trigger, right? And then it's also a very good alternative for other EV buyers, right? EV buyers, you got a cheaper vehicle that's better, and of course you get battery swap. So for a lot of people, it's very easy to calculate how much you're going to be spending on this car, and it's very budget friendly, so to speak. And one thing I want to really let you guys know, the investors know about, is the amount of effort that the top management team is putting in to market their vehicles and to try to sell cars. So the CEO, Will Mi, he's taken up live streaming, of course, to try to promote the cars and the brand and everything. And then you got the Envo CEO, Tiecheng, Alan, he's also doing live streams to promote the car. And then, of course, you had Qinghua, which is the head of customer experience at Envo. He did that live stream, 30 days live streaming every day, driving the car around China. So they're really working hard to showcase what Envo is about, what NIO is about. And also recently, Dr. Shen Fei, which is the head of NIO Power, who's responsible for the tech behind battery swap stations and everything related to energy services, that kind of stuff. Very important. He's also taking up live streams as well to sort of broadcast and teach people about what NIO is all about. And of course, this is working, and you're seeing it being reflected on the sales. All right, the NIO's deliveries, monthly deliveries, it's been increasing, not just from policy, but also because of things like this, where they're live streaming and putting a lot of effort into telling everybody what NIO is all about. So in that aspect, I think everybody should be very happy with the management team trying to like work their butts off to promote NIO and Onvo. So that's something I'm pretty happy about, and you should be as well. And yeah, NIO stock, yeah, very, very bullish. Chinese markets, man. I mean, Chinese markets in general, it's the start of a new bull run, and it's just the start. It's the beginning. All right, a lot of people still haven't entered into the stock market, and they're hesitating, they're tempted, but they haven't taken action yet. And when they do, of course, that's going to send Chinese stocks up even more. So a lot of people, mutual fund guys here in China, are calling this just the beginning of the bull run here in China. So there's definitely more to go for NIO stock, and definitely long term, it's going to be a very good company. All right. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.